Lesson 7. Waste disposal. We generate a lot of garbage at home, school and other places. Any material that is of no use is called waste or garbage. In a city or town, a large quantity of waste is produced in houses, offices and factories. However, the quantity of waste is lesser in villages. If all the waste is left in open areas, it will become the breeding ground for germs and insects. It will give rise to diseases like dysentery, diarrhea, typhoid and cholera. It will also create a foul smell. We must get rid of these wastes to keep our surroundings clean. Waste and its types. We can group wastes into biodegradable and non-biodegradable wastes. Let's know the difference between these two types of wastes. Cover banana peels and an empty oil bottle with some salt in an empty flower pot. See the pot after a week. When you will dig it out, you will see that the bottle is still present in the soil, whereas there is no sign of the banana peels. What happened to the banana peels? It rotted away and mixed with the soil. So, we see that some types of waste decompose easily and mix with the soil. Such waste is called biodegradable waste. All food waste, vegetable and fruit peels, leaves, grass, flowers and paper are biodegradable wastes. Solid waste that does not decompose easily and mix with soil is called non-biodegradable waste. Items such as plastics, metals and glass are non-biodegradable. They stay unchanged in the soil for a very long time and also pollute the soil. If animals like cows, goats, buffaloes, sheep, etc. eat them, they may fall sick or even die. Solid waste disposal. Keeping the surroundings clean and disease-free is our responsibility. Let us understand how the garbage from our houses is disposed of. We pick up all the waste produced in our home and throw them into a dustbin. The sweepers collect garbage from our homes and dump it into big public garbage bins. The municipal corporation's trucks carry this garbage away from the city. The wastes are disposed of in 3 different ways: open dumping, sanitary landfilling, and incineration. Let us know more about them. Open dumping. In this method, the waste is thrown in open to decompose with the action of air, water, and sunlight. But this is a harmful method because the area becomes a breeding ground for insects and germs. This increases the risk of spreading diseases. It also results in an unpleasant smell in the surroundings. Landfilling. In this method, deep and big pits called landfills are dug outside the cities. The waste taken by the municipal corporation's trucks are dumped in these landfills. Then these pits are covered with a thick layer of soil or a stone slab. This is a safe method of disposing of solid waste because the waste will decompose in the landfills and mix with the soil. This soil can be used as manure. It does not provide any breeding ground for insects or germs, so there is hardly any risk of spreading diseases. It does not produce any foul smell. Incineration. In cities, solid wastes are sometimes burnt in big furnaces called incinerators. This method is called incineration. It does not allow insects or germs to breed. It also does not cause any foul smell. But incinerators cause air pollution due to release of smoke. Controlling waste generation. We generate a lot of wastes every day. It has become a serious problem to dispose of these wastes. So, we should try to control the wastes generated by us. We can do it by following the method of reduce, reuse and recycle. This is popularly known as the 3 R's. Reduce. We must buy only those things we need and can use. If we buy too many fruits or vegetables, some might go bad and add to the garbage. Here are a few ways to reduce waste. Avoid buying things with lots of packaging material. Avoid buying items like plastic glass, cups, tins, thermocol plates, etc., which have only one-time use. Use steel utensils. Carry a cloth bag for shopping. Avoid using plastic bags. Reuse. Reusing means finding new uses for things that would be normally thrown away. Many items can be reused. This saves money and also puts waste to good use. Here are a few ways to reuse items. We can reuse empty glass or plastic jars for storing things like pickles, pulses, sugar, etc. We can use biscuit and cheese tins for keeping clips, buttons, needles, etc. We can give our textbooks to our juniors for reuse. We can cut old clothes and reuse them as napkins, dusters, etc. We can give clothes or toys, which we no longer use, to the needy. Recycle. Recycle means converting used items into raw materials and then making new products from them. These new products can be used by us again. Here is a way to recycle paper. Paper is the most common item used in every home. A kabadiwala collects all the waste papers from our houses. He sends the waste paper to the recycling factories. Here, paper is converted into pulp. The paper mills convert pulp into paper again. Some factories make paper products like cards, paper flowers, paper plates, toilet paper, paper bags, notebook, etc. from recycled paper. Recycling of paper. Waste paper is collected from homes. Waste paper is brought to the recycling factory. Waste paper is converted into pulp. New paper products are made from pulp. Other items we give to the kabadiwala for recycling may be glass, used bulbs, glasses and jars, crockery. Metals, cupboards, containers and refrigerators. Plastics, toys, containers, bottles, bags, buckets, etc. Benefits of recycling. By recycling newspapers and magazines, few trees need to be cut to make new paper. In the same way, by recycling metals, lesser amount of mining of these metals will have to be done. Recycling reduces the amount of waste and solves the problem of waste disposal. By recycling, we get raw material for making new articles again. Thus, by following the golden rule of the 3 rupees, we will be able to save a lot of money and natural resources. Moreover, we save the environment from the ugly hands of waste or garbage.